Larry Summers, the former U.S. Treasury Secretary, former president of Harvard University, has now removed himself from the board of directors at OpenAI, and Harvard is investigating his ties to Jeffrey Epstein after Congress passed a bill to release Justice Department files on the convicted sex offender. Summers also stepping back from public commitments to many prestigious organizations that he has long been part of. He says he is, quote, deeply ashamed of his actions. The only specific action he mentions is continuing to communicate with Epstein, who's accused of trafficking underage girls. His accomplice in that is in prison, Ghislaine Maxwell, but a lot more info could be spilling out into the public very soon. National correspondent Brian Yennis reports live here in New York. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Martha. Well, Larry Summers not only has resigned from the board of ChatGPT's OpenAI amid the Epstein scandal, but Fox confirms he's also stepping down from the board of directors of the Center for American Progress, the Center for Global Development, the Peterson Institute for International Economics, and the advisory councils of the Yale Budget Club and the Brookings Institute. The New York Times and Bloomberg are also dropping Summers. Summers is a member of affiliated with more than a dozen organizations. His influence runs deep as the former Treasury Secretary under President Bill Clinton and as a former president of Harvard University. Summers is still, though, a professor at Harvard University, at least for now. Harvard is launching a new investigation into Summers and his wife, Professor Elisa New, who solicited donations from convicted child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Harvard tells Fox, quote, the university is conducting a review of information concerning individuals at Harvard included in the newly released Jeffrey Epstein documents to evaluate what actions may be warranted. This all comes after House Oversight Republicans released years of email exchanges between Epstein and Summers that reportedly continued through 2019, a day before Epstein was arrested over federal sex trafficking charges. In some of those messages, Summers reportedly sought advice from Epstein in pursuing a romantic relationship with a woman he described as a mentee. In one message, Epstein described himself as Summers', quote, wingman. Summers, Professor Summers, that is, spoke to students yesterday and apologized in class. Listen.
You will have seen my statement of regret, expressing my shame with respect to what I did in communication with Mr. Epstein, and that I've said that I'm going to step back from public activities for a time, but I think it's very important to fulfill my teaching obligations. And so, with your permission, we're going to go forward and talk about the material in the class.
And just moments ago, Martha, Larry Summers has resigned from Santander's International Advisory Board, the spokesperson says. So this continues. Martha.
Brian Yennis, thank you very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.